Hey guys, what's up? Jai Hind. This is Ananya, your SST Master Teacher at Vedantu. How are you all? I hope you people are taking very good care of yourself. So, students, first of all, if you people are new to this channel, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and also hit the like button. It is absolutely free. Thank you so much in advance. All right, so guys, without any further delay, let's get started with this video. Guys, in this session, I'm going to teach you guys some of the most important keywords from your term 1 point of view, and that is going to be from the chapter development. All right, chalo. So let's get started. The very first term I would like to explain you is development. All right. So guys, I came up with very simple explanation with very simple definitions of all the terms. So make sure that you please pause the video, write down the definition. All right. Thank you so much. Chalo. So guys, what is development? Let's understand. Guys, if we understand a very simple definition of development, it is basically a process of becoming better. That is development, right? Okay, let's understand the definition which is given over here. So development is a sum total of income plus the quality of life, like equal treatment, freedom, security, respect. Guys, so what is development? Development is not only income. Development includes income, growth in income, equal treatment. So when the person is treated equally, there is freedom, security, respect, plus income. This is what we call it as development. So income is not the only indicator of development. There are other things we need to consider whenever we understand about the concept of development. Cool? Chalo. Next one. Developing economies. Those economies which are passing through the stage of growth and development. So basically those countries which are, here economies means countries, all right? So those countries which are passing through the stage of growth and development. In such countries or in such economies, importance of agriculture declines and importance of manufacturing, industries, secondary and tertiary occupation increases. Like for example, India and Indonesia. We are developing countries or developing economies. So those economies which are passing through this stage of growth and development, and in such countries, the importance of agricultural sector declines and the importance of manufacturing and industries rises up. Cool, very simple, developing economies. Next one, economy. It is a sum total of all the economic activities. First of all, guys, what are economic activities? The activities through which we earn money. Simple as that. Usko we call it as economic activities. So it is a sum total of all the economic activities like production of goods, distribution of the goods, buying the goods, which is known as consumption. So guys, the activities like production, distribution, consumption comes under the economy. Next one, economic activities. The activities through which we earn money, we call it as economic activities. Now, guys, there is a homework question for everyone. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section what is the. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section of like give me one example of economic activities. Okay, this will help me to understand how seriously you guys are watching my video. Cool. Okay, so the activities through which we earn money is known as economic activities. Next one, non-economic activities. Okay, the activities through which we do not basically earn money, and those activities are basically for self-consumption. Whatever things are produced in non-economic activities, those things are for self-consumption. So activities which do not deal with money or which do not give any income in return, they are known as non-economic activities. Okay. So second homework question for everyone. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section one of the example of non-economic activities. Clear? That's great. Next one. National income. Basically, the income of the country is known as national income. Okay, so let's see the definition which is given to you. National income means the value of goods and services produced by a country during a financial year. So, in one financial year, whatever goods and services which are produced in a country, their value gives rise to national income. Simple as that. Acha, third question for everyone. I want you to tell me in the comment section about what is one financial year. Cool. So the first question was examples of economic activities. Second homework question is examples of non-economic activities. And the third question is what is financial year. Clear? Chalo. Next one. Human development. Let's understand what is human development. By the way, this girl looks like Bhavna ma'am, right? Okay. So human development means the development of an individual in such a way that he could lead a happy life according to his wish and fulfill all his materialistic desires. Are you understanding? Okay, let's go very, very slow. Human development means the development of an individual in such a way that he could lead a happy life according to his wish and fulfills all the materialistic desires. So what is the meaning of materialistic desires? Like, guess all these are materialistic things. Mobile, car, bike, 30 rupees wala jhumka of Shilpi ma'am. Alright. Cool. Next one. Human Development Index, HDI. So people, what is HDI? Let's understand. People, HDI is a tool which is used to measure a country's overall achievement in its social and economic dimensions. So basically guys, through Human Development Index, we understand the development of a country in terms of social and economic dimensions. Okay, how do we understand the development of a country through HDI? Three things are considered. First, health of the people. Second, level of education. Third, the standard of living. Simple as that. So based on this, the countries are ranked, okay, in Human Development Index. So the fourth homework question for everyone, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section the ranking of India in terms of HDI. Okay, guys, while comparing countries or while ranking countries in HDI, three parameters, three things are considered: health of the people, literacy, and the standard of living. Cool. Next, body mass index. So guys, body mass index is just amazing, guys. It is a measure of body fat based on, yeah. So guys, it is a measure of body fat based on the height and weight that applies to adult men and women. Simple. What I'm trying to say, body mass index helps us to understand if the person is underweight or overweight or ideal. All right. So guys, how you can calculate your BMI, and I want you guys to calculate your BMI. All right, how it is calculated, guys? The weight of a person in kg is divided by the height in meters square. So whatever number you will get, that is going to be your body mass index. Okay. Now guys, the body mass index, the number should be between 18.5 to 24.5. If it is between 18.5 to 24.5, so it is perfect, it is good. If it is less than 18.5, so the person is underweight. And if it is more than 24.5, it is the person is overweight. Okay. Now guys, let me tell you, my weight in kg is 65. And if I divide my height in meter square, it is 2.99. So if I divide 65 by 2.99, I will get nearly 21.7. So I am between 18.5 to 24.5. Clear? So in a similar way, you guys can also calculate your BMI. So it is a measure of body fat based on height and weight that applies to adult men and women. Cool? Okay. Next one, infant mortality rate. The number of children that die before the age of 1 year per 1000 live births in 1 year. In simple sense, the baby who dies within 1 year of his birth comes under infant mortality rate. So out of 1000 live babies in 1 year, how many children died? Guys, always remember infant mortality rate should be very, very less. Next, net attendance ratio. So guys, what is net attendance ratio? It is the total number of children of age group between 6 to 10 attending school as a percentage of total number of children in the same age group. Means, example, if there are 100 children between the age group of 6 to 10 and 65 children of that age group are attending the school, so that is going to be the net attendance ratio. Always remember guys, net attendance ratio should be always high. It should be more. Clear? Like infant mortality rate should be less, net attendance ratio should be more. Clear guys? I hope you are getting the examples also. Next, per capita income. Per capita income means per person income. Annual per person income is known as per capita income. So average income earned per person in a given year in a specified year. ठीक है? Next, sustainable economic development. Okay, guys, if you remember, we already saw this concept of sustainable development in one of the chapter of resources and development. First chapter, 10 CBSE, resources and development, right? Yeah. So the concept is same. Sustainable economic development is the process of economic development which aims to maintain the quality of life of both the present and the future generation without harming the environment. Simple. So basically, development in the present should not compromise with the needs of the future generation, and at the same time we should take care that our natural environment is not harmed in this process or during this process. Is known as sustainable economic development. Clear hai? Cool. Underdeveloped countries. People, underdeveloped countries are those countries wherein the per capita income, the standard of living is very poor, like Nepal. All right. Next, what is organic farming, guys? Guys, organic farming is a type of farming in which we do not use chemical fertilizers, pesticides. Yes. All right. So vegetable and livestock production using natural sources of nutrients. All right. And natural methods of crop and weed control. So everything is natural instead of using synthetic or inorganic agrochemicals. So such type of farming is known as organic farming. Simple. Guys, I hope all the terms were clear to everyone. Now, guys, a very, very important announcement for everyone, a very important information for everyone, and especially the students who are new in my channel, all right, or new to this channel, okay, or new in my video. Guys, not only on YouTube, you guys can take our pro subscription and you can learn from us. Now, you will be like, sir, if we are able to understand everything on YouTube, why we should take your pro subscription? So let me tell you guys why you should take our pro subscription. First of all, guys, every session is going to be live session. Like this session is a recorded session. Over there, every session is going to be live. First of all, guys, you know the difference between a live session and a recorded session. Okay, in live session, we can interact with the teachers. We can ask questions during the class. Are you guys understanding? All right. Now, people, as you know that your term 1 examination is totally MCQ based. Guys, over there in every session of every subject, after every 5 to 10 minutes, we take multiple quizzes on almost every paragraph of every chapter. So you are automatically prepared for your term 1 examination. No need to make special MCQs on your own. Cool. Now, guys, while you participate in these quizzes, you actually participate with the students throughout the world. How? Because guys, students in Vedantu are not only from India, they are from different countries also. So just look at the competition you will have. Next, replays. Now people, these are not plain replays, these are interactive replays, which says that if you miss out the session, you can watch the replays, and while watching the replay, you can participate in the quizzes and you can find your name on the leaderboard, your ranking in the class. So it is like a live session. Not only this, you can download the notes which are made by your master teachers. What else you want? You can ask unlimited questions not only during the class but after the class also. Continuously tests are taken, assignments are given to you. Then micro courses and crash courses. People, micro courses are topic specific courses. Let me give you one example. Let's say you attended my topic development. All right. Now let's say you want to attend a live session of development once again. You can enroll to the micro course of that chapter. Simple as that. Crash courses are revision courses. So basically these micro courses and crash courses are going to be unlimited for you and absolutely free. No need to pay extra for these courses. That's amazing, right? Yes, how you can take the subscription, the link is there in the description box. This is my coupon code ADPRO. If you apply this coupon code on any of the plan, you will get flat 10% off. Alright, we'll show you guys how you can do this. First of all guys, if still you are not sure with your term 1, guys, we are giving courses for term 1 also. And guys, just look at the price. It has, guys, it has further reduced, guys. The term 1 crash course is further reduced to 2,500 now. Means all these benefits are 2,500. Now you will be like, sir, what is the difference between light and classic? Guys, in classic you will get a doubts app. Means after the class you can ask unlimited questions. Alright. So guys, these are the batches. Soon they are going to start. Do not miss on the opportunity. Link is there in the description box. Use my coupon code ADPRO and get flat 10% off on all the plans. Guys, will show you, like, let me show you guys. Let's say guys, this is one of my video on YouTube. Alright, just scroll down and guys, do not forget to hit the like button first of all. Subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, just go to show more. Dekho. Guys, if you are planning for term 1 crash course, you can click on this link. Guys, literally look at the price. Only 2,700 for entire crash course. Just imagine, if you take the classic subscription, you will get a doubts app on mobile. Just by spending like 450 rupees extra, you are getting this subscription. Guys, if you are planning for like, let's say, okay guys, same for 9th and 10th it is available. If you are planning for entire year, you can take for entire year, like for 10th class crash course, like you are in 10th class. Okay, for you it is 4950 guys. I'm so sorry. Alright, still guys, it is very less. Still it is very less. It is after applying my coupon code ADPRO. Like, let's take an example. If it is not applied, you will get such kind of option, apply coupon. So 5,000 wala course, if you applied for ADPRO, get flat 10% off and it will come down to 4,500 guys. Same goes over here. So just by spending 450 rupees extra, you are getting Doubts app. Okay guys, let me show you how you can download the notes and how you can watch the replays. Guys, once you take our pro subscription, you will get such kind of dashboard. Okay, like you just have to go to past sessions. You can watch the replay. Like if I click over here, you can watch the replays. Right, like this way you can watch the replay. And this is how we ask questions during the class. The common topic guys. Kakrapara 100% friends. This is the only time they have 100%. Linear one. This is organic. There is known as guys. This is the leaderboard. So the students who gives maximum right answer, their name is there on the leaderboard. Between Dharni and Jaswan. All right. So this is how the things goes on in the live session. You can like download the notes. Just click on get notes. You can download the notes. Okay. This is how you can download the notes, guys. Okay. You can download all the quizzes, the theory part, everything from here. ठीक है? Cool guys, I hope you got the information about the pro subscription also. First of all, thank you so much guys for attending my session. I hope you understood each and everything. If yes, do let me know in the comment section. Do not forget to hit the like button. All right. So thank you so much guys for attending my session. I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Bye bye guys. Take care. Jai Hind.